With the recent release of the state scorecard index for school districts across Michigan, many schools are comparing where they stand to other area schools. We brought you the story a few weeks ago about districts who fell on the lower end of the scorecard here in mid-Michigan. But what about the districts at the top? For the fourth year in a row, the Williamston School District has scored number one according to index results.
This was the first year that data has been available since the pandemic started, so we kind of picked up where we left off.
Williamston Superintendent Adam Spina says coming out of a tough couple years with the COVID pandemic, he was happy to see the hard work of his staff, students, and the community pay off.
I think it's really a community achievement, but I think, again, it's the efforts of our teachers here that really made the difference in terms of maintaining that consistency throughout these very difficult periods of time.
According to the state index, Williamston High School has an overall index of 97.49 out of 100. Contributing to that overall score includes the 98% graduation rate, summative proficiency, summative growth, school quality, and assessment participation. Spina says one area that he was surprised to see unchanged was SAT scores.
What we noticed is our SAT scores, somewhat surprisingly, remained consistent. Our students at our high school, our juniors, performed at the same high level they had prior to COVID, and so there was not a drop-off whatsoever.
The school index isn't just for high schools, but also gives letter grades to other schools in the districts that are eligible. For Williamston, Spina says each one received top ratings.
All our schools that take a letter grade, that take a state assessment, earned an A on that metric. And then all three of those schools that also take a state assessment were also listed as a reward school, which is the highest level.
While Williamston didn't fall from the number one spot, Spina says they did see a drop in some areas.
We noticed grades 3 through 8 on M-STEP, like pretty much everyone else in the state. And in different state assessments throughout the country, we saw a pretty significant decrease.
And the district is working on ways to bring those scores back up.
We've been able to construct a number of proactive intervention programs, and so through the hard work of our staff, we really anticipate those scores starting to rebound here over the next couple years as kids are back in school consistently.
For now, Spina says they're going to continue programs to increase those test scores while also celebrating their success in this past year's scorecard.
We do know that our scores decreased, and so we're just going to continue to chip away at it and get back to where we were in 2019. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's just it's a positive, some positive news for our staff coming out of this really tough period, and they should be proud of what they've achieved.
Now, Williamston wasn't the only school who scored relatively well. Okemos came in at number 3, DeWitt 4, Hazlitt 5, and East Lansing 7.